In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some simple sideline inbounds plays for youth teams that will allow you to score more points, especially off of sideline inbounds. So if you're looking to score and not just set up plays, these are the plays for you. Let's get down and let's check these out. Make sure to go check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book that is down in the description below. Or if you're a new basketball coach, my complete guide to coaching youth basketball that is down there as well. Let's get down, let's check out these plays. Okay, so in this first play, we want to try and get a basket. We want to try and get a layup at the rim, and this should be extremely easy for us to be able to do. So the first player, or the last player I should say, in this clip, or in this line, he is going to sprint, and then he's going to go between players 2 and 5. After he gets through those two players, these two players are going to close like an elevator screen. And then we're going to have player 4 continue to the rim, and if he's open, we're going to lead that pass to player 4 for hopefully the easy layup. If that's not the case, as soon as he gets through those screens, player 1 is going to go around, but instead of using 2 and 5 as a screen, he is just going to go around them. He is going to be our secondary option. If he doesn't get the option to get that pass to him for the layup, we're going to split. 2 goes this way, 5 goes this way. They're just going to split, and now it's just safety, get the ball in as fast as possible. So for younger age groups, we're not going to do the lob option, but we're going to start both ways with a screen across. I call this box 2 on the sideline for my teams, but these two players are going to be coming off of those screens, and we're going to be looking for both of them as an option to pass to. Now, as soon as they get it, if the situation warrants it, we want to try and get that three-point shot. For the younger age groups, player 4 will then set the screen for 5, and he'll go to the low post. So if player 1 or 2 get the ball, they could pass to player 5 for the layup. We're also hoping for there to be a mismatch. So there would be a player 5 and a player 4 guarding up here, and we would have a 1 and a 2 guarding these two players, which is why we would have this screen. This should be a mismatch if the other team switches everything, which a lot of teams these days are switching almost everything. For the older age groups, we can set this up a little bit higher. So instead of it being in the low and high post, we're going to have it happen just a bit higher. Screen across, same thing as before. They're going to sprint out to corner and wing. But now, if they're not open, this would be for the high school age group. This back screen is going to turn into a lob dunk, especially a dunk. If they're able to, this is going to be our last option, or it could be our first and only option that we want to go for and use these two players as decoys. So now in this third play, we're going to have player 5 set the down screen on player 1, and player 1 is going to be popping up. Now, if he has the option to be passed to, especially if there's a switch so that now there's a player 5 guarding him, that's even better. However, now we want to see a screen for player 5. Player 5 is then going to have that screen, use that screen. He's going to be popping out towards the three-point line. If he's not open, we will have a down screen, double down screen for player 2. He can weave through them, and this will be our last option. This one takes a little bit more time, so if you don't have an elite or an advanced basketball team, this play may not be for you. This is really advanced, but if you have like an elite, let's say 12U team or 13U team, this could actually work for your team. Now for this play, for our fourth play, what we're looking to do is to try to get some easy options, whether it be at the rim or at the three-point line. So we're going to have player 5 set a screen for player 1. If they switch, it's great because player 1 is just going to attack the rim, uses speed to his advantage on the bigger defenders. So if they switch, especially if they switch, and player 1 gets that ball straight to the rim, or have player 5 post up, and that's going to be a mismatch down here. Let's say neither of those options happen. Player 1 is going to clear out, player 5 is going to go to the rim, and now we're going to have player 4 set that screen on player 2, and this is going to be our secondary option. If player 2 gets that ball, I want to see a back screen from player 5 on player 4, and that's when player 2 will pass player 4 the ball. This is more on the elite side. I would say probably 12U, 13U at the elite level where they're used to running plays, and it's not just a beginner team where they're like, how do I pass and cut? If they're past the whole how do I pass and cut phase, then this would be ideal. But if they're still having issues with passing and cutting, do not run this play. Now in this next play, we're going to have player 4. He's going to pop out. He's going to be our safety. Player 1 and 5 are going to be setting up a staggered screen for player 2. Player 2 is going to get that ball, and at this point, he can set up a play or he can attack the rim, which I probably would say is going to be mostly clogged up, but I would say this would be a 3-point shot or set up a play. I hope that these plays help your team win more games. Make sure to go check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book that is down in the description below, but also make sure if you're a new coach to get my complete guide to coaching youth basketball that is down in the description as well. I'll see you guys again in my next video.